Okay, we're going to take a look at a change we've made to our brand new built 3UZ harnesses. So let's get into it. Right, so we're going to take a look at a change to the harness that goes under the inlet, which it goes to the knock sensors and the starter motor. All right, this is for our 3UZ brand new built harnesses, so all of these are going to be happening. This is only going to happen on the manual versions of the 3UZ, so if you're having auto, these will not come with this particular edition because we can't do it if you're having auto because of the use of all the extra wires for the auto gearbox. But basically what it is obviously a lot of guys are going and wanting to change over maybe further down the line to aftermarket ECU and so on and so forth. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to build in some functionality to upgrade. You can see we've already done all the injectors on the sub harness, so that's all cool, and you guys can change injectors as you want. The coils, guys are making over 1,000 horsepower on these coils, so at the time being, unless we specifically ask for it, we're not doing the coils on a separate sub harness, but we are open to it. As you've seen on one of our previous 3UZ ECU Master Black builds, we did actually make all the coils separate because the customer indicated that further on the line he may want to change over to Audi coils. So what have we done? Effectively, you'll see now that this has changed from a, basically a 4-pin plug to an 8-pin plug. And if you look closely inside here, you'll see that there's only 3 of the 4 pins at the top there and only 3 of the 4 pins at the bottom. So what we've done is we're actually wiring 2 twin core shielded cables in the main harness for the knock sensors to the actual ECU. And what we're doing is we're prescribing the sub harness relevant to the particular setup. So in this case, they're still using standard knock sensors because obviously he's still using the standard management. But the idea is if he ever wanted to upgrade, obviously he can. And we do have readily available, obviously, the ECU headers for the 3UZ and IS300 as well. But yeah, so these are readily available. So basically we could make you a patch harness to whatever ECU you wanted, Link, Haltech, ECU Master, whatever. So if you start with the standard management, get bored, want to upgrade further down the line, no problem. That's why we're trying to build in functionality so you guys aren't limited. And as you can see from the harness we've just done, there's quite a lot of spare pins available, especially if it's manual. So we can add in things like, you know, oil pressure, fuel pressure, all of that type of jazz. So again, we are open to suggestions. If you guys want, even though it's a standard ECU, we can start incorporating some of those things you may have seen on the aftermarket management ECUs. We can start incorporating, you know, having coils on the sub harness, coming down here, putting the 6-pin plug in for the oil so you could have oil pressure, temp and so on. If a serious consideration for you is going aftermarket further down the line, just let us know when we're quoting. These are the kind of things that we can add in. At the moment, we're sticking with the manual. The auto gearbox is supported by the likes of Max ECU, but not a lot of guys that are going aftermarket are either auto, you know, they're not using the automatic gearbox. If so, they're usually just staying with the standard ECU. We can remap them now so they can make them a bit more spicy. But yeah, so that is the new change that we've made. So again, along with the other ones like the injectors being on a sub harness, the alternator being on a sub harness, so if you guys want to adapt and move the alternator around, you can go for there. The throttle being on a sub harness, so if you guys want to change to like a big Bosch throttle or a big LS throttle further on the line, if you want to go turbocharged or whatever, now you can also fit wideband knock sensors while still maintaining the original harness that we have built for you. And then, like I said, when it comes further on the line, we've got plenty of spaces available there. We've got the headers so we can make a patch harness for you, and you can add loads of stuff on. So yeah, again, leave your guys' comments down below. Do you want us to start incorporating the oils and so on? Would you like us to have it as an option that you can either just have a more of a BOGO standard one? Obviously the injectors and the alternators and that's all going to stay. The throttle, that's not going to change, but we can start to incorporate things like, you know, the ability to add oil pressures and temperature sensors, fuel pressure sensors. We can start incorporating all of the harness from the get-go. And yeah, so like I said, if you guys want us to start doing that, please let us know. If you guys think that you are going to go with an aftermarket ECU further on the line, let us know. These are all things that we can do. It's a lot easier and more cost effective for us to add all the plugs in right at the beginning, and then when the time comes, you just phone us up. We can build you a patch harness and get you a sub harness for an oil pressure and temperature sensor. We can get you a sub harness for a fuel pressure sensor. We can get you all of that, get you the wideband knock sensors if you want to go turbocharged, etc. And all of this without having to buy again another entire harness. You can literally just plug everything into your existing harness and away you go. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.